Welp, time to continue on with Crossworlds, I guess. Despite everything that happened last time, there's nothing to be done about it, aside from wait for Sergei to come up with some sort of a plan. As for Leia, it's really, sit around twiddling your thumbs or continue on with the game. And hey, at least Gaia's Garden is a nice change of pace. Seen a lot of trees in the rest of the game, but nothing so large and in charge. New enemies, new hub city, a lot of new quests to be doing. No bugs, which, yeah. Emily probably was fine by herself. You did say that we had been gone for like a week or so, right? She's probably at the next temple, if not already finished with it. Alright, so the general layout of Gaia's Garden is similar to the rest of... How do you even climb up there? Wait, how come you get to climb and I have to parkour everywhere? So yeah, Apollo. It's a real return to normal now, isn't it? And I do think that this is going to be the last duel against him. Or at least, rule the threes and everything. Maybe he's going to be doing it after I get every single element. I did look at the achievement list, and I didn't see another fight against this guy, so... I don't know. Well, let's just get on with this. The element of cold... Yeah. Got the element of cold now, so... Let's just get started with this. Has he been on his stakeout all this time? I thought it had been over like a week or so. Maybe he had just been, I don't know, reading a book or watching YouTube videos while occasionally glancing over at the screen. I'm just describing myself right now. Alright, let's get on with this. I do actually have a strategy this time. It's not going to be so much flying by the seat of my pants, unlike the other duels. Hey. Yep, we're doing it again. I mean, every time this guy sees me, and he has been, searching me out at this point, it seems. Yeah, look, that's how I feel too, but you know how Apollo is. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, even if Leah could explain it, I don't think she would. Alright, y'all. Get in positions, because you're going to see a prime example of a schooling going on here. At least I hope. It's been a little while since I've played CrossCode, so... Yeesh. And I am going to be exploiting cold for all it's worth this time. And not just using the one where I hold still and charge up a big attack. No. This time, it's all about dashing. Yeah. If I can remember how to do this. Yeah, there we go. Let me just get Apollo to follow me over here. Come on, Apollo, get over here. For real. Because he will walk directly into those over and over, get chilled, take a lot of damage. It's actually a pretty effective way to fight this dude. Unfortunately, I am not doing it super well. Yeah. And pretty much that's going to be the plan for the entire time. Just kind of get him to do this over and over. Come on now. Oh. I mean, I can still do this, obviously, too. Yep, it's going pretty good. Glad that I did remember actually how to... Nope, not happening. Or maybe it is, but doesn't matter because I've already beaten you. Yeah, I mean, thankfully the way the AI works is that he doesn't really notice when he's like walking directly into this sort of thing. Come on, get him down. I'm doing so much damage to you. How are you not dead yet? Yeah, dash arts are something that I haven't really explored too much when it comes to CrossCode. Clearly, I should have been doing it a lot more because this is very, very good. And then one more. Nope. I'm doing the exact same thing again, my dude. Get that ring of fire out of there. I mean, not that you're not allowed to do that. It's just I don't like it. There. And that's how you do a flawless fight. Element of Cold especially is very good because otherwise he's very, very dodgy in all of his moves. I'm sure as you've seen in every one of the duels that I've done lately. But like when he's slowed down, not nearly as much. When he tries to get close to you to do his super attack, you can just peg him in the face over and over. It's pretty great. Yes. I think we have an Emily situation going on here. And somebody who can actually recognize it. Every time. It just attracts people like this, Leah. And yep, that's right. New party members. I mean, it only makes sense because, hey, Apollo already had all of those skills, you know, being used in his boss fights. Why not just throw him in as a party member? I mean, it's certainly easy enough. And also, I do think that this is the first time they're going to see seeing a Quadraguard in action. Technically Lynn, but, you know, she was on the big boy side of the raid, so I didn't really get to see her in action too much. I mean, it's not like we were, you know, rivals, but certainly we weren't antagonistic towards each other. Why not? Hooray! And that does also mean that there are a lot of new lore bits that they're going to be talking about now, too. And I'm sure you can probably guess what Apollo's whole thing is going to be when he's talking about the various flora and fauna around here. Yes. Really into the role-playing. I don't think they have separate servers, because how would that even happen? I mean, I guess I can instance stuff pretty well in CrossWorlds, but I do wonder what a role-play server would even be like in this. Because for the most part, this is a very, like, modern type of game. It's not all that different from the real world. Well, hey, clearly they don't, so that's why we have characters like Apollo here anyway. Yeah, a lot of plants very similar to the ones that you saw all the way back in Maroon Valley. Well, a bunch of new ones, too. And they're also getting a lot more difficult to get to now, which is kind of frustrating. Oh, I should probably actually check. What are these guys weak to? The shock, which is not going to happen, but fire, sure. Instantly switch locations, as I just saw. Yeah, Apollo is pretty much a lot like... It's pretty much the less scientific version of the... Actually, what do you got here? Less scientific version of Katron. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I don't know. I don't have plants. Then we also got parrots with a Gatling gun. Because, I don't know, the developers were a big fan... that also shoot nuts. So yeah, I guess the developers were just a big fan of Donkey Kong Country in reality. They're kind of frustrating to deal with, much like a lot of the other flying enemies that you've seen in the game. They tend to stay out of range of being hit a lot. Yep, and it's actually just right up above here. I mean, as always, you need to go talk to the head honcho of the city to be able to even do anything with the whole temple, so that's going to send you on a quest, and etc. and so on. You know how it goes. Yeah, it's a lot more high-tech than you would expect a city in the middle of a jungle to be. I mean, really, it's your Bright Lights big city type of scenario. Even got the music for it, too. Yeah, it's weird. Didn't really expect to be seeing this outside of the Rhombus Square area. I do like the music for this area. Yes, there is a division between the rich and the poor. Riches are on the left side, poor are on the right side. The iron scar amid the sea of trees. And yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of very nicely drawn umbrellas around here too, of all different varieties. And yeah, that also explains why they did that whole like test with how instant matter works. Because rain is obviously going to be quite a thing here. And if you didn't remember that, I guess Leah could survive that, which I certainly didn't, might have had some questions. Bright lights, big city, and the Oogie Boogie Man. There's a quest for me. I'll be talking to him later. I do honestly wonder if that's not even just supposed to just be a reference to the... Well, here, before I go in there, let's kind of explore around a little bit. I'm going to probably want to mark that on the map. Yeah, I mean, it does make me wonder if that is yet again another reference more to Kingdom Hearts than to The Nightmare Before Christmas itself. Are, like, balls soda in here? Or maybe it sells balls? Apparently at one point in time, you know, there was a... At one point in time, there was, like, the ability to refresh balls in the Pokemon Center type of thing, or you could also buy them from vending machines. Everything here works on passes, and that's why I'm not going to be doing much of anything. Just keep marking that off for future reference. At least there's trash cans. Trash cans will give you trash. What does trash do? It does nothing. It's trash. I mean, here, I think if I even go look at it right now. Why'd you pick that up? That's a good question. And no, it is also not counted as like a botanics in the botanics thing. Despite the fact that, you know, you get like these alpha egg pots. They're eggs. How do those count? But, well, anyway. Also like these things, which do not appear... I mean, I guess they are plants. They're just like plants with stones in them. Also, I'm missing one of them. There's one all the way back in Rookie City that I can get right now that I guess I forgot to go do. No, they can just resist water for the most part. Nothing as... come on. Told you, everything here works off of like passes and permissions and all that sort of deal. I'm going to guess that's probably going to come up as soon as I am... As soon as I am in the... done with the next temple. Yeah, I'm going to continue destroying all of those. Why not? Doing my part to clean up the city here. Let's see, I got a pass. So yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing really to do here. Aside from get all the trash you could possibly want. I love things that remind me of myself. Okay, that one I could actually get, but not with the way it's going right now. I'll figure it out later. Got a while till I'm going to be doing the various... Nah. Then I'm going to be doing the various chest collection anyway. In the meantime, it's just going to be a nice leisurely stroll around here. I'm betting that in that one closed off area that it's also going to be the next part of the drill upgrading. So I'm definitely going to want to get in there as soon as possible, since I've gotten the drill mostly done so far, but I know there's going to be quite a few coming up here after this. There's got to be. Yeah. I mean, I got that out of my system all the way back in the very first episode of the game. Yeah, I guess I'm going here. Now there's Cat in the car. Just apartments, I guess. Well, anyway, like I said, we'll be doing that when I get to the quests. Until then, I think that it's about time to get over to the town hall and get the permission to get into the next place. Because of the way that, because you know, although this is a nice, weird, like hugely different area compared to everything else, it's not really super much to do here until I start getting some of the quests. I just like to sit on tables. Why are you worried about being called out about that? Everybody having umbrellas and everything. This is a neat little touch. Anywho. Serious business, more business. Obviously going up in the mayor's office. Yo. You know what I want. Mm-hmm. Also, I guess they're looking at, like, the Maroon Valley in the background there on the monitor. I don't know. Which is good, because I'm not going to wait in line for that. Not that I would need to. I'm a player character. I mean, given that you are, you know, all of the having that rain issue and everything, maybe you want that? Or maybe not. Let's get out of here. And somehow I have my doubts that I'm ever going to be able to see serious business, more business, etc. Alright, so like I said, be seeing a lot more of this when I'm doing the quests. In the meantime, back to Gaia's Garden. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, the basic like setup of how Gaia's Garden works is that it's a gigantic ring. But much like every other area in the game, it is still just kind of like a large place filled with enemies, filled with chests, a couple little sub-areas, and yeah, just a lot of new enemies. Beware their team attacks. Thankfully, there was only one of them there this time. And I guess that's something to do with wave. I mean, given the way that it looks, I guess when you hit it with like a wave projectile, you teleport to it. At least that's the only thing that I can guess, because I have not actually done the wave stuff just yet. Yeah, let's see some team attacks. No, Apollo's just gonna beat him up too quickly. Also, I do like the name of these things. Geleric, as in generic gel, I guess. Waiting for these kind of enemies to show up. Slimes? I mean, I'm a big fan of slimes. I'll say that. Also going with what I always like to say about enemies, giving them any sort of headwear is the way to instantly endear me to them. And those parrots having little pairs of sunglasses are great. Oh, come on now. Oh, well. I'll keep beating up everything. I mean, much like the very first area in the game, this is really more about just kind of getting through it than, you know, worrying too much about finishing some sort of quest. So otherwise, it would be pretty short if I didn't at least, you know, attempt to be fighting some of these guys. I think these dudes are, in fact, weak to ice, yes. And the gels. When you freeze them, they are pretty easy to deal with, I guess. Can't move around, etc. I mean, well, it doesn't really matter if these things blend. By the way, it doesn't really matter if these things blend in with the surroundings or anything like that. They're the only things that are moving around here, which makes them pretty easy to recognize. I'll say that. I mean, that's where the whole name mob comes from, after all. Things that are mobile are enemies. I know, right? But, yeah, back in the day, NPCs and, you know, everything, and, like, the player character. The player character was the only thing that could move, but, like, NPCs couldn't. So, mobile enemies, known as mobs, eventually, just became another word for enemies. I've heard people say that it's just like, oh, I'm only aware of that being a thing with like a Minecraft. But nah, it goes way older than that. It's like your ancient video game references. Anyway, really gotta watch out for those guys when they actually start firing off a Gatling gun. But aside from that, not too difficult to deal with. They're just kind of frustrating because they don't stand still. Polly. Sure, I guess. I also like to look at these enemies. I mean, a screaming attack. Yeah, when you break them, basically they go over there and they do a big wave attack. Otherwise, they got little tiny wave attacks that home in on you, which is rough, but not unmanageable. To be honest, I would rather have them do their yell thing most of the time. You know, speaking of Apollo here, one of the attacks that he has done an awful lot, I still have not quite figured out. Ooh, there it is. Not quite figured out how to do myself, and that's the one where you get like the big projectile rain, but yeah, there we go. You get the big projectile rain, but it also homes in on you. I was looking in the, maybe I'll give it another look right now. Looking in the circuit board, but I couldn't see exactly where that was. I mean, increases fire an even larger mass, but there's no, like, home in on enemy type of deal. Some guard arts. Very powerful attack. Hey, can I actually... I mean, you know what? Let's, like, go activate this instead, because I tend to be using my melee attacks more than anything else. It's been a little while since I've upgraded some of my circuits. Well, that's an easy chest to get, but not right now, as always. There's also a lot more areas to be going around here. I mean, as with every like major area in the game, it's big. It's real big. They pack a lot of content in this thing, let me tell you. That's also convenient for the future too. All right. I mean, everything is based on, like, if things are raining, getting different types of botanics, seeing different types of enemies for the most part. All kind of sectioned off into little individual parts. Bam, and one more for real easy victory. Those spikes on the ground are pretty good. And that's why I also got, this here too. Because it just has a huge area. And I also thought it threw down magma, which is why I was doing that, and why I was comparing it, but I guess not. Alright. I think I've fought enough enemies for right now. Just kind of get a little bit of a lay of the land, so I don't have to do it like the Maroon Valley episode again, where I'm like, well, I gotta do the chest live because I skipped out on so many areas. Yeah, maybe this is a good example to finally see some of the team attacks these guys do. Yeah? Come on. Show it off here. Oh, yeah, there we go. And they shoot out a giant wave projectile, but I killed it a little bit too quickly. Oh, well. I'm sure we'll see a little bit more. Where's the temple? I mean, I think it's right here. Yeah? Maybe? Yeah, okay, it's just right up there. I just went the entirely wrong direction. Oh, yeah, you get little hives up here, too, which, again, are considered for some reason to be botanics. Oh, but trash isn't. Yeah, you really thought it was going to be that easy? Of course not. Yep, we're Seekers, and I assume that this is going to have some sort of quest to do here. Chris Cajo. I don't know what the... I mean, the Pharaoh Temple was Pharaoh Temple, but Chris Cajo. No, I don't know. I mean, even when I was playing this the first time, I was trying to figure out exactly what the reference, what the pun was supposed to be, but nope, got nothing. All right, so I'm gonna be seeing that guy after all. Not just yet. And there is an entire other section to this if you just go around to the right. Like I was saying, it's a ring with base and keep in the middle. But it's just easier to teleport back here. Why not? I'm sure you can probably guess we'll be seeing a little bit more of that NPC very soon. As in right now. And by knocking them out of the way, it has made it a very easy path for me to get in here. So is it just weird? Does like Sullivan's head, like it looks like he should be fatter. He's got a fat head. I don't know, there's something with like his body type does not seem like it's large enough. Anyway, that's enough of making fun of this guy. He is kind of a jerk though, to be fair. Yep, so they are protesting it by just kind of hacking themselves into the entrance. everybody has like hoodies here and like suspenders. It's like, why can't I get that sort of thing? I mean, you can't change what your character looks like anyway. Which is ridiculous. For all the other work put in this game, you couldn't have possibly done that. Also, like, it's powered by, you know, magical electricity. I don't really see how the power plant would be that big of a deal. No, no, no. You're going to send some seekers. That's kind of what we do anyway. And there you go. By strange cats. Sure. I mean, I would be more surprised if you were being attacked by normal house cats. But hey, those things can be vicious. All right. Now, the place where the Shad Village is in the bottom right, which is why I decided to go around the circle to the left to start. Because that's a good way to just see that part of that area, while also leaving the rest of it to, you know, the actual quest of this part. Yeah, we get it. I get the references here. Actually, it's totally open right now. You can go in there completely freely. Space racism. Katara. Sounds like a Star Wars character name. Katara. Maybe like, is it Mortal Kombat has a character named Katara? Or Katara or something like that? The Village of the Birds. Or birds, I guess. Is that what it's supposed to be? Yeah, and you could see a little bit of a preview of that if you went around the right side, but I didn't feel like it. Like I said, I wanted to kind of explore around the most area that I could before getting into the actual quests. I like the tilde there. All right, let's check out that right side of the area. And also, when I was teleporting down here, I noticed there's 66 chests in this area. Man. Oh boy. That is, that's gonna be something. Yeah, when I was practicing this earlier, I didn't even think about looking at the chests, but I suppose just looking at it now, yeah, that makes sense. I've seen a lot of chests after all. Anyway, another new enemy. It's Shokat. Shokat. Shokat? Yeah, probably. These things are actually pretty dangerous. So, of course, they are the major enemy you're going to be fighting over here. And when you break them, they start attracting you, dealing a lot of extra damage. In general, one of the things that makes them really dangerous is despite being pretty docile for the most part, they do still do contact damage, which is rare for any enemy in the game to do, causing a shock status too. Yeah, but they hurt you when they touch you. Don't touch those cats. Yep, there's an example of that. Kind of worried that I might not be able to even show off the break thing because of the whole... Oh, come on. Why go after me? Because of the whole party members that I got going on here. But nope, those Shellcats are pretty rough. Is he gonna die? He might. Want to see if this happens then. Slippery edges. That is not what you died from. Don't even try to pretend. You got shocked and didn't shield yourself. Anyway. Okay, so Vertiville is just right down here. First off, I might as well destroy a couple of those. Seems like they don't really give out a whole lot of items, so I'm probably gonna want to destroy them as I can get to them. All right, hey, what's up? It's me, the Great Peacemaker, Leia. As always. No, I'm not here to make trouble. I'm here to make peace. You know, I don't know why the Basin guys can't be more like the Maroon Valley dudes. Yeah. So yeah, I just got to get in the... Oh, what do I need to pass for this too? So yeah, I just need to get in the middle of the village and I'll be able to do this. Always with the diplomacy. I mean, you know, we're doing this whole like track walker thing. Maybe we should... Okay, slippery edges, I got it. Maybe I should just be doing like more diplomatic work, period. Yeah, it's been working pretty well so far. I mean, you know, aside from maybe some evil cats attacking you, but that's hardly my fault. You know. Yeah. Wait, your definition of war is to just clog up the entrance to the power plant? I guess. Alright, there's also a little bit more to this here too. Got Village West and Village East, obviously. I think that's actually where I need to go. Experts in wooden construction. Guess that would explain the amount of, I guess that would explain the amount of like cut down trees that you've seen around here. Shiny and metal. I mean, true, but I don't think... Whatever is going on here is clearly the fault of nobody. Unless Sullivan is much more... Oh, there we go. Unless Sullivan is much more shady than he initially gave off. Unless, you know, curmudgeonly. Oh. I thought she disappeared for a second. Escort missions. Where they walk faster than you walk, but slower than you run. Hi. Just met like a second ago. I haven't actually explored this area just yet. Yeah, they're just show cats. they're black colored show cats. These things are wicked cats. Because I guess they're wicked cats or they update free community source encyclopedias all the time. Either one. Either way, monsters. But yeah, unlike the show cats, which are just mostly docile and only attack you if you attack them. Wick cats, not so much. Is it me? No, you're talking about Sullivan. Which is good because, yeah, if you do go up a little bit farther from here, you will run into some guards that will just say, like, no, we're not letting you in. Get out of here. You already caused enough trouble. Which, by the way, that's a canon voice for all the Shad. Hey, the more that are gone, the happier everyone will be, I imagine. But they are very aggressive, so be careful. That's the closest you're going to get to amateur voice acting hour on the channel ever. Never doing that again. I mean, we don't have to, but we're going to. See? I mean, look, you guys are already fighting it. What do you want me to do? Thankfully, these ones do not pull you in when you... These ones do not pull you in when they're broken, which makes them a little bit easier to deal with, but also, like, look at that. Look at him go. Look at that itty bitty kitty do it. Do the thing. Okay, better make sure. Because much like the other... much like the fight that I was just doing, can get some good usage out of this. It's just the dash from the cats does make them invincible. It's like playing Dark Souls. Or Dead Cells, Oh, right. You can't interact with stuff while you're in battle. So unfortunately, there is one cat that we need to fight. But just the one. Okay, there we go. It's just a stone key. I can deal with that. And a lot of... Are they supposed to be books? They're very tiny. Which, I mean, I guess, like, in reality, that's probably about the size of the book, you know, compared to the size of the people that you see in the game, but usually they tend to be a little bit larger because of, you know, reasons. Still having trouble telling the size of the cliffs. Well, hey, at least I got this area open here. And an easy way for all the show cats to get out. Which is, okay, you know what? I can just also teleport back down here. That's easy enough, too. Easy way for the show cats, or the wick cats to get out. So, you know, I'm sure it's not going to be much of a problem. I mean, it's made of stone. I would hope so. It's like really brittle stuff. I guess if you were to carve a key that small, it might be a little less sturdy than you think. Yep, Clinging River. The Clinging River, if you do go up there before this quest, it is just... You enter the area, and then it's an impassable, huge amount of water, and that's it. And then you just leave. Not much else to do. There's a lot of other stuff over here, though. Not even just the shell cats, but... You know, another little sub-area, too. Which I like the look of and might... Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. In the meantime... Well, here. Does the head of the village have anything to say about beating up at least a couple of those cats? No. Okay, fine. Hey, you leave the Shad alone already. No, I'm not going to do it. That's all you're getting. They are very cute, though. No, still broken. Sure. I mean, I would think that it's probably the Shad cutting them down, right? Because they have all this wooden stuff. I mean, I guess I could have just waited until the trees fell over naturally, but there's a lot of wooden planks that they had to use to create all of that. Oh, there we go. Also, this very suspicious stump. Not a perfectly regular stump. No, not at all. Good. Yep, this is the raining area. You can tell because we got all these water pot plant things here. I don't get it. Yeah, I remember seeing that line the first time, too. And, it's probably some sort of joke that I'm just not in on. Or wasn't paying enough attention to actually get. Alright. And oh yeah, we got a lot of lifts here. Yeah, before I go back to continuing on with the quests, I do want to do a little bit of exploration here first. I don't think you can get fish from those, unfortunately. I mean, I did look at the statistics. I'm like 50% done. This game is very long. Alright, so yeah. If you didn't complete like a half of the botanic list before, here's another way to do that. Then also here's the other area around here, and also a lot of shell cats. I'm just gonna kind of move away from there quick. You know what? This is too many cats. Yeah. And they're actually kind of dangerous. I'm not going to try fighting them for right now. But just a little bit more exploration before jumping back into the actual plot here. You got the infected part of the forest. Apparently it is a virus infection, which causes fungus. Yes, they're still here. I still expect something to be done with those eventually. But that's the one for this one. You know what Catsy means. So I guess Apollo's very dedicated to the game. I'll give him that. This is pretty easy to get the items from these. Yeah, I'll be coming back here for some quests as well as many chests, as always. There's no reason not to check around first. What? I know there's another area around here. Yeah, to the right. Ah, well, maybe I'll... No, not just yet. I want to do a little bit of exploration because I don't think I'm going to be able to do any sort of, like, quest stuff in here just yet. It's going to have to come in next time. Yeah, you must have to shoot that with a wave attack. That's the only thing that would possibly make sense. I don't know. I haven't gotten to that part yet. You know, I guess this used to be a shad place because otherwise it would be a lot of steel. I don't know. Important bit is that I'm getting up here. I'm going to be looting this place for everything it's worth soon enough. I think this is just going to lead me over to a chest, which I can't even take as of just yet. Nope. Mysterious disease, causing a lot of purple stuff to happen. Purple, the color of diseases. And also of royalty. Royalty, well known for diseases? Yes. You know what? Yes. I'm going to stick with that right now. Also like a lot of pustules. Alright, well there's only one more area to get to here, and then I can just warp right on back. Or no, I can't really get up there just yet. Ah, there's some place that I can go to get around here. I know I did it when I was kind of messing around earlier, but I guess not right now. Alright, let's get on with this whole quest already. Enough tourism around here. Oh, no talking there, so it looks like I just tried to whack her in the face. Great. Yeah, and this is the only thing that would be up here otherwise. Although I do think that I could have made it from the upper part of the village that I saw when I was clearing out the wick hats over here, but that would have just resulted in me getting... Yeah, that's how that works. That would have just resulted in me getting told to go away. Not much of an escape route if you need to do parkour to do it. Alright, some sort of shiny metal deal. Some kind of glowing pole. Well, I hope you're ready for some really good pixel art. Yes, it's just like a line. Alright. Well, yeah, we do, but they're the evil ones. Speaking of which, he sure is super ready to go and fight those cats. Despite really not wanting to. You can just jump right up here. But hey, let's see what this NPC guy has to say. Sure. I do enjoy that dialogue. Yes. I told you, boxes. They're the most powerful thing in the entire game. But yeah, this is just right above here. So yeah, you can come here early, but it doesn't really matter. These terrifying monsters. Yeah, really got to be trying to dodge around these. I don't know if I've missed any of their attacks so far. Wait, what is their weaknesses? Wave, great. Because I guess that's the opposite of shock. Why not? There you go. That's how you do it, baby. Oh, is that it? Good. Good enough. Alright, so the Elder House, I think, is just right over here. Unfortunately, can't get in there. I mean, you guys were really comprehensive in the way that you set up your defenses, weren't you? Yeah, not that it really matters. Easy enough to just go around. fine then. There. I don't know why I'm so bad at doing the dash attack. Shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I guess it does have some virus stuff down here. Perhaps is that the cause of... No, probably not. But you know, the whole, like, purple coloring and everything does make me wonder if this maybe was like an extension. Yep, I told you it was great. I wonder if it was like an extension of the Vermilion Wasteland type of thing. It actually kind of makes some sense. No, let's be good. Oh, come on. The cutscene made me take damage. That's ridiculous. And don't get too close, because oh boy, do they do a lot of damage. Here, I can get in there though, just a little bit. Yeah, but oh boy, they do a lot of damage when they're in shock mode. There's two. I like the look that it's got going on there. Very neat. And I still got cutscene hit one more time. Yeah, I mean, it's like the whole idea of the... Because the mushrooms are called virus shrooms and everything. And, you know, the purple color, purple, vermilion, that's pretty similar. Yeah, it looks like there's, like, wave and electricity here. But yeah, those things are kind of weird because I remember looking in the records. They do actually appear here. They're just called that, though. EXE repair error ++. 39 more. Oh, man. So apparently we're going to be seeing quite a few of them over time. Yeesh. That sort of name feels like maybe it should be a little bit more something. Okay, I got confused on where to go for a second there. Well, I found something. It was... yeah. NPC dialogue. Apollo is nonplussed. Nope, I'm the head of the party, baby. I mean, Leah can nod in some very convincing ways, given what happened when I was doing tutorials. It's true. All right, now the easiest way to get back here is what? All right, yo. I really should have just had Apollo be the head of the party. I mean, you know that I can't talk, and he's real into the lore. So yeah, that's probably going to be the second half of the plot line or something, as soon as well, inside of the temple, or as soon as I get out of it. Yes, yes, yes. Strange devices. Well, it's definitely not. Yes. Man, Jordan is just like me in the game. I'm liking it. But yeah, I'll lose out on the party members. Well, that's fine. In some ways, I do like going it solo anyway. Lightened up a little. There's still a pretty deathly pall on the whole plot of the game here, knowing what is happening over in the Viridian Wasteland. That's not what it's called. Vermilion. Yeah. I kind of did. A little bit. You know, the weird thing that Sergey, on like the splash screen for this game on Steam, does still have green hair, even though we have seen that he does have blonde hair in real life. I don't know, it's confusing. Not getting too much more lore from those now. I mean, there's a lot of very strange things about Leia's life. Yes, that's where we're eventually going to be going. I mean, there was a big house and a big cherry blossom tree. There's not really too much to be said about that. You know, there was that one dream I had really early in the game where I had to go down a specific path. I'm still wondering if that's going to be coming up later, because I definitely don't remember which way it was. I mean, maybe. Do you think that's where Cyber Satoshi's hanging out? Because I think that they would just be... You know, their main base of operations seems to be in the Vermilion Wasteland. Yeah, they're working with them in the Vermilion Wasteland. We know this. No? I mean, I guess there's not really too much else for options right now, but still. Just kind of hoping Sergey would have a little bit more of a plan than that. Yep, sure did. How many dungeons are over there, by the way? Am I going to be getting Wave and Shock at the same time? I don't actually know. Thankfully, I already have that unlocked. Well, I don't think you can get over here without doing that. You need to kind of see the whole power plant situation in the first place. All right, finally. Oh, wait, no, I actually do want to stay in here. Yo. Well, at least you're giving me a warmer welcome than Emily did. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh, come on. I know that you're kind of annoyed with Leah, but it's like, you guys didn't end that as enemies. Not that complicated. It's just that Leia can't talk. That's really the only thing. It would make a lot more sense. I mean, we could try to... I still don't understand if Leah can actually, like, write on paper or anything. That would make this a lot easier. Of course, how would you write in this world? It's not like you have a whole lot of excess paper around. This ain't like Half-Life or something where they give you a bunch of physics objects that you can use to spell out things. Although, imagine if it was. Go down to, like, Treasure Trove Cove, like Banjo-Kazooie, and spell out sentences that rhyme, and give you items that you can't use because... of weird, gimmicky memory swapping stuff that never got fully implemented. Or Cheeto codes, you know. Oh boy, how much more? Yeah, really. How many characters in this game have crying avatars? Boy, it's been a while since we heard of Emily's theme, hasn't it? Yes. What a conversation. Anyway. Well, what we're going to be waiting for is to do a whole bunch of the quests and chests and everything like that. Oh boy, with 66 of them in here, there's going to be quite a few. The quests are not going to take as long because, you know, they are only, what, 4 of them as you usually get for... Yeah, great, thanks. Can use it immediately right now. Tulia! And there we go. Two temples, okay. Sonage? Zervitar? Servitor? I don't know, maybe, I mean, I guess like wave and electricity. So I suppose I am getting both of them here, right? And you can even see that the, like, veins on the ground are different colors too. That's kind of cool. Oh no, we're not going to be finishing that today. We're going to be finishing that far in the future. Yes, we're going to do that. You guys do the quests yet? Because that's what we're going to be doing right now. Alright, let's go. So first off, I suppose I should go talk to the Oogie Boogie Man down here because, one, he is a very weird NPC. Makes me wonder if he was actually some sort of, like, backer reward or something? Like, he really does look exactly like him. And he's going to be asking me to do, like, a Halloween-themed thing. I don't really know what to think of this. But anyway, I don't know if I can actually finish up this quest right now, but I'm at least going to take it for the time being, and... yeah. see if I can't find most of the stuff. Most of the stuff that I need to. Oh, yes, of course. You're that sort of businessman. All right, yeah, it's just over in the virus jungle. So, yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna be at least going up there, but yeah. I know that's a first quest. Next few ones are just the usual sort of area. All of the really goofy looking scouter wearing people around here. I think you already know who this is. Well, who this is. They got a very similar look to, God, I can't remember her name back from Rogueport. That's not its name. I'm just thinking of Paper Mario again. Because let me tell you, Emily's theme. I pointed that out before, but oh boy. Somehow it would not surprise me at all if there was a lot of inspiration from both Paper Mario and the Kingdom Hearts series, especially. I do like the name Calm Backyard for an area. Uh-huh. Now, when you see defensive turrets, there's been a couple of those in the game, but this one is... yeah. Whatever, a quest is a quest. Alright, get all that updated then. More umbrellas and everything. Well, again, I like the touch. And then the police, who... you know, it wouldn't surprise me if I saw, like, Bilston in here at some point, considering the amount of space racism going on. But I want to say they're probably still waiting to bring back those characters from the other various police quests to... till the end. Yeah. Why is everybody so hard-nosed in the police? Nailson? Hey, wait a second. You have any relation to a certain other Sun character? Or, well, not you, but... whatever. Yeah, that's a thing. Why not? I don't even know if this is... like, is it a track-related mess? Sure, the animals are, but whatever. Anyway, hey, you do actually get to go into one of the buildings around here, aside from just to open up a couple quests or something. It's I was wondering if that was going to happen, because you get the big city, but most of the areas that are open are only just the one floor of one building, which just kind of looks like all the rest of them. No. I'm way more interested in actually getting into someplace. Hey, can I actually use this? Huh. I didn't know you could actually use this. A cup of coffee for, I guess, resistance to wave? They said that it was supposed to be like a... like the spirit of kindliness or something? You know, good vibes? So I suppose that makes sense. No, nothing. I don't really need too much of anything right now. I'll buy a couple snack mix, though. Why not? A huge amount of resistances to... oh, right, you need to check out. A huge amount of resistances to all the elements in the game seems like it could be useful. Are you kidding me? Really? That's the... well, no, I gotta see the rest of it. Yeah. Why would you even call a place that... stupid video game references. And yeah, I probably should actually upgrade a few of these things, because I am kind of behind right now, but, you know. I'll do that off screen, because it's boring. It should, though. That is a good question. Why would they even bother modeling it if they weren't going to actually put it on your character after you bought it? Calzone shop? That's what that is? Oh man, I could have gotten a calzone. In some ways I'm disappointed, but in other ways it's not unexpected. The only sandwiches you're gonna be eating are the classic, like, bread with some kind of meat and olive on top. I don't really know exactly what they're supposed to be in this game, but that's generally how they're represented. Oh boy. This is a good one, by the way. I am kind of excited to do this quest. And there you go. Why does only one of them have a proper avatar? Indeed I do. Although I'm going to be honest here, it's not the easiest quest to be doing. Hide out in old timber. Yeah, yes. Well, seeker senses, I mean, I'm going to use the, you know, map. And I'm going to look at the map. All right. Yeah. No, I'd already looked at that one, didn't I? I don't remember. Cat in the car I'm going to leave for a little bit later on. Wait, did I see these guys? Yeah, I definitely did not. But yeah, I'll leave Cat in the car for a little bit later because, you know, he always kind of requires you to have the dungeon done before something else happened. Polygraphs? Isn't this like 3,000 years in the future? Yeah, I know the feeling. It's like really not the worst. Not the worst thing to be, you know, working in IT. It's not like you're working in a warehouse or something. I am. And I see that they have it programmed to say whatever your level actually is. Ah, you're one of those guys. My man, I am too. Did you see the Grindia series? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Not to that extent, though. Yeah. I've done the same sort of thing, too. Ask me about the time that I got the insane achievement in World of Warcraft. I'm betting that's probably a... Is there anywhere else I want to go here first? Yes, one more place. Because the police quest is right there. But yeah, I entirely forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, let's go in here. Oh yes, the nature preservationist people. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I bet that's probably a backer. There we go. I like your glasses. All right. And this is just another one of those escort missions where you got to follow people around and beat up enemies at the same time. They are not the easiest enemies. From what I remember, it's a lot of the Gelerics, which those things, if you're fighting a ton of them at a time, are kind of dangerous. So yeah, and I think that is everything for this area right now. Yeah, so that I can go up to the tower and start up on the police quest, which is... I never actually finished this one. I only started it, so that's gonna be something to do, I'll say that. I like that this guy's just standing here to brag to anybody that comes across him. Quite a name. Oh boy, oh boy. This is going to be a... So you actually have to do protect hostages, and that's not the easiest thing. Well, anyway, I'll just kind of make sure that I remember. And that's also frustrating. They have both hats and sunglasses on. I love it. Hey. Hey? Oh well. Yeah, same type of concept here where I'm just going to be like firing off these things over and over. I never knew they were so effective. You dig? Oof, maybe I should have gone for like a perfect parry there or some... What are they weak to? I don't know if I ever actually looked at that. Fire. Oh. Yeah. The dash attack. I'm too used to doing it now. I can't believe it happened like this. Oh my god, these... I see they put a lot of work into the dialogue for these. Why don't I just do this? Yeah, that actually worked out just fine. Ah, that didn't. Okay, with burn, they're probably not going to be doing too much of anything at this point. Just got to wait for them to kick the bucket, really. And there you go. Well, great. Yeah, so when Apollo was saying, it's like, how's that even a thing? Yeah. Yeah, got it. And now I'm just going to hide behind here like a big coward. Oh no, you can't hide behind those things. I mean, you can hide behind them enough. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Done. Oh, come on now. Yeah, I don't know. This actually did work. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to deal with two of these guys with a hostage here at the same time. Yeah, oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, you can't actually go behind that. I just didn't. Oh, how am I gonna deal with this? Do you mind? I should be able to get this if I can just get this guy out of the way for 1 second. There. Okay. Not the easiest thing, especially, you know, trying to figure out how to... Especially trying to figure out how to do the huge nut. Especially trying to figure out how to do the... Yeah. Bank shots at the same time that I'm being attacked by enemies, but hey, I'm making it work. Alright, good, good, good. Can I finally go up to more serious business? No. Oh, I got like a whole track for this and everything. Oh, come on. Did you have to wait for them to get into position? Good. Ugh, I don't know. Maybe just do that. Yeah, cool. Gog! I was like right in the back. Come on, this shouldn't be too difficult. I'm telling you, it's the flying enemies that are very frustrating to actually fight because they are so... There we go. Flying enemies are very frustrating to fight just because they do stay out of range of you so much. I guess I should just go in for the fire spin, then every single time that I have the enemies kind of on the ropes. Oh, come on. Can do that. Ugh, never mind. But anyway, here's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, this is clearly... That's clearly the way to do. Got it. Well, that's clearly not the way to do, but I can do this. Well, I just don't want to get too close lest they lose a little bit more tolerance for said... Yeah, what? Hey, oh no! A little less tolerance for the hostages here. Everybody come out one at a time. Birds with Gatling guns. I do enjoy this as their representation of gang members. Because, you know, sure, why not? Don't you threaten me just yet. And it's like, yeah, I know I could probably do that, you know, just by bank shotting it over the side, but you know what's way easier? Okay. Not doing it. Just... Got him. Okay, that should do it then. Now the only thing is still left is just finish up the final fellows here. Yeah, the initial time that I was doing this, it was actually pretty hard to try to bank shot some of those enemies. They were very frustrating. Never mind then. I wonder if there is an actual, like... If there is something that you can actually do. I should really stop just face taking all of this, I guess. Okay, this might be a good time. There is an actual way that you can say enough highs in one way or another. Yeah. In one way or another to actually get the... To actually get the hostages freed. Oh man, I gotta do that entire thing again? Well, yeah, I'm gonna be skipping a little bit. Alright, come on, you birds. All I need to do is just kind of, like, be a little bit more cautious with this, I think. Yeah, I think, like, using the dash arts might actually not be a bad option right now, either. Well, any of my real good ranged stuff, really. I mean, hey, much like any shooter, or, you know, anything that has to do with guns, circle strafing is your best friend. I'm damn glad that I did get at least one of them to be on fire, because that is certainly helping a lot. Damn it. It's not going too bad, though. Oof, that is going a little bit bad. Maybe I can real quick. Oh, you know what I can do? I do still have all of this stuff down here. Whale wine, for example, use very quick and get some of that good regen. Ah. Oh man, this is actually like surprisingly difficult. Yep, a little bit of dash attack. Okay, come on. Don't get too rowdy right now. These enemies are still quite dangerous. Yeesh. Oh, I guess my whale wine wore off. I'm gonna down one more of that because, oh boy, yeah, you bet I can really use that. Come on, a little bit more, just a little bit more. Good, and with the last one burning, this shouldn't be an issue at all. Man, that was actually kind of tough. Give him that right now. Yeesh. It's a good thing that they left all of those bookcases in a way that would... Oh, that's it, I guess. It's a good thing they left all those bookcases in a way that provide perfect cover for me. Oh boy, oh boy. Sure. And this time I'm not going to forget to go back and turn that in, as I always do. That's just right down here, right? Because I think that's... For some reason, that is like the number one thing I forget aside from talking to Henry. Which, by the way, I did forget to talk to Henry. Is he here? Oh, yes, he is. Did I forget to talk to him? Like, did I forget to even look at him before going on any of this stuff? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Oh, I guess actually just right down here. All right, next up, I think... God, I don't know. There's still quite a few... Yeah. Good stuff. Hey, I managed to get every single one of the hostages freed. I don't see what the issue is. Alright, there's number one. Yeah, I don't know. What's like the next one to... What's the next best one to go for? Oh yeah, what a real hidden passageway there. And another instance thing. Man, we just started this, and yet somehow... already back. Alright, so the big gimmick here is that there's all these coolers. And the coolers can be turned off by hitting them with fire, or turned on by hitting them with coal. As I'm sure you can probably expect. Yeah, there we go. Oh, God. Yeah, don't forget that they do actually magnetically attract you to them. That is kind of a problem. And as much as I do like going for cold stuff, it's like this is not working out super well here. Easy. Oh, it's another one of these things. I mean, it's like the very beginning of the game and the Vermilion Wastelands are the only places that I've seen those so far. Also, this is kind of clever. You only need to do this, you only need to be jumping on top of these things for like a couple bonus things in the previous Bergen Trail type of areas. Here, you're actually going to be using them for a little bit of platforming. So those are some powerful coolers if they are managing to deal damage to me right now. Ah, come on. It's so close. And yes, I'm sure you can probably guess, but the whole releasing cold means that they are going to be immediately freezing those things back up. So it is a little bit frustrating, but that's why you can turn them off. Good, good. There, I just need to press down. Press and hold down. Yep. It's a tourist Corrado, which is why it has a banana nose. I feel like that does kind of... Blah. I feel like that does kind of maybe mess up the whole like Corrado name, but what are you gonna do? Okay, well, basically these guys work very similarly to the Corrados that you know and love. However, they do they can heal themselves by standing next to the coolers, which, I mean, of course. But they're also just, in general, a lot rougher and tougher to be fighting. No, I couldn't even get that there. Fine. Come on, you stupid cats. There, just surround him, I guess. You know, they don't really have the same sort of ability to do the... Nope. They don't really have the same sort of ability to, do, like, the ground slam, which is, I think, the thing that really made the Keratos dangerous in the... all the way back in Bergen Trail. But yeah, I mean, it's the idea that it's these snowmen. That's right, the guys who stole the freezer are snowmen. And there's the big one. And they're wearing, like... Yeesh. And they're wearing, like, hats and everything. It's pretty great. Okay, gotta be a little bit cautious here. Because they are going to activate the cooler after I'm walking past them. Which is a little bit frustrating. Ah! But yeah, you definitely want to, you know, okay, melt this one. Or, I mean, freeze this one, then melt it. And then freeze the other one that is in here, because I really need to kind of create some cover for me to get through. You can make it if you just run through it, but also, like, that's difficult. Oh, did I get it? Yes, I got it enough. They don't have line of sight. I ain't gonna be doing nothing. Though I am gonna be very close to dying. Oh boy. All right, well, at least I got like a easy, yeah, sure. Come on now. At least I got an easy way to, there, that'll work. At least I got an easy way to get back there, then if I need to. All right, and there. And then this is actually kind of a difficult fight, because two of the Keratos are going to be making sure that they pretty much always have some form of healing available to them at some point in time. And if I can get myself WASD'd back up like I need to, that would make it perhaps a little bit easier. Also, you know, just in general, if there weren't so many showcats around, that would also be, you know, just better for me, but you know how it works. Excuse me? Why are you attacking me? Why not the snowmen? The snowmen are the guys who keep trying to take you out. Anyway, I do think that dealing with Keratos before going for the cats is probably going to be... Get out of there. You're only trapped in their rhythm. Is going to be the easiest way to go about doing this. The other thing is that the cats can just deal a lot of damage by themselves to the Keratos as well. So that's actually not, like, that's not the worst thing. Yeah. And then just to constantly release cold. Deal a little bit of extra damage because of that. And then, yeah, it's just going to be basically making sure that these things are going to be running into ice. There. I was kind of trying to go for a little bit of a heal right at the last second there, but it didn't quite work. Frankly, I'm just happy that I got rid of the Keratos immediately. Does he have like a volleyball on his head? I guess, yeah, that's kind of like a summertime thing, but still. Yep. It is going to be a second, part 2 to the quest eventually. I'm going to guess, I mean, I think that pretty much, like, every single quest up until this point has had that. It should be no surprise that this is also kind of following suit. Oh, well, I still get paid for the first half of the quest, why not? Yes. Criminal snow creatures. I mean, hey, at least got a decent amount of them. Well, they're tourists. All right. Get a couple more huge nuts and get out of here. What next? What next? Okay, I remember the path you actually need to go to get to the Royal Garden from the river's bed. It's just right over here. Just gotta remember all the way back in Maroon Valley, the ability to jump on all of these lily pads definitely makes a big difference when you're doing this. And I do believe it's right up here, and then I can open up a whole bunch of the... Oh, this is a calm backyard? Yeah, no, this is where I want to go. Yeah, I'll open up a whole bunch of other shortcuts back here quickly, too. Yeah, because this is where I want to be. Royal Grove, I don't remember if you can actually enter that from the bottom, but you can definitely enter it from here, which makes this a lot more convenient to get into. And then where I want to go is just right over in this area, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go. And this time I can actually get a... Do you know Henry? This time I can actually get a whole bunch of... a whole bunch of party members in on the action here, finally. Yeah. Just, you know. Go run around here and let me protect you from people. It's simple. And it should be very... Yeah, okay. And the... Yeah. Should be easy to do this with 3 party members. Alright, pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to be using a whole bunch of the... ice right now, once again, because, hey, this is very effective on the Gelarics, and I was correct. That is what's going to be attacking. Easy. And with them chilled and everything, even easier. I haven't even seen any of the combo attacks just yet. And I tried to make that happen earlier, and it just didn't. And it's still just not. Oh boy. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah, no, that was actually super easy. Probably would have been able to do that even without the other party members. Watch out for the giant scream. You do big funny scream. Ah, I'm stuck on plants. Oh no. It's the worst thing to be stuck on. Oh, hey, come on. I'm trying so hard. And I'm getting so far, and yet I'm falling in water. Oh boy. This is the time for a cross sandwich. No question. Hey, come on now. And I walked right into the big yell, but... Alright, maybe this isn't as easy as I initially thought it was. I'm doing just fine. And just keep on coming. And they don't stop. Alright, just give me another sandwich here, because clearly I am... Well, first off, I don't know where I'm going. Way up here, I guess. Okay. Alright, with the big ice wall there, this should be fairly simple. Yeah, no. You ain't doing nothing. Just keep doing that. It's actually super effective. I mean, maybe I should be taking the mine ability for the fire. I guess that's it. Okay then. I should be taking the mine ability for the fire one too. Okay, one more and that should do it. Ah, crap. I actually got elemental overloaded. It's not a common thing for me. I feel like I've been pretty careful about that a lot. Hey, come on, man. Get off of the... It changed its height. What do you even... Like, nothing's gonna happen here. I didn't even know that was possible. I mean, I guess it is a flying fish, but still. You're just stuck up there, eh? Okay, then. All right, well, there's another one knocked out, which means I only got one more left to do. And that one is it's an interesting one. It's not dissimilar to the police one, the secondary police quest that I did back in Rogueport, or whatever it's called. I keep forgetting the name of it. Because I like Paper Mario. You understand. Well, this is one of the less interesting quests that I've got here. So, sure. Hey, Elder Wood. I do think that actually goes a long way to completing the other Mystique quest that I got going on. Yeah, I need like one more Royal Hive and that's done. Well, that's actually easy. Good. Much easier than I expected it to be. All right, last area in the Calm Backyard, just right up here. I'm betting it's instanced again. Once again. You have a scanner and a monocle. That's an interesting look. All right, near the sealed door. Another one of these sort of things, which is kind of what happened back in Bergen Trail. Still wonder if I'm going to be seeing a second quest based on that. Yeah, it is a turret defense game. Yep, we've actually got one of those in here now. After everything else that's been happening, like the police one that had a bunch of like shooter type mechanics to it. You know, many other quests that are also very gimmicky too. It's like this one is just straight up turret defense. It's an interesting thing. It's not super difficult, so that's fine, but still it is one of the sure. Yeah, I mean it's not very difficult and pretty simple, but it's it still is very different than what you'd expect. Short range, powerful, slows enemies, causes chill. And I haven't been doing those quests yet. Yeah, I mean, the simple bit of it is that you get points to activate turrets, and you use those points to activate turrets. And there. See the energy in the upper right corner that kind of signifies that. And there you go. Easy enough. Obviously, it's going to get a little bit more difficult. Wait. Because it does also attack you if you hit the shield first. It is nice that you do also get Leah in here as a little bit of as a little bit of extra firepower, because otherwise it would be a little bit annoying. Can I actually manage to activate another one of these things? Not enough energy. Nope. Yeah, I mean, with a very basic sort of build right now, that still is going to be very effective, even if it's not quite the same. Not that it really matters, because... Yep. Huh, right in the hole, eh? I didn't even realize that was a hole. I thought that was like a large area, too. Oh, I died. Okay, well, I don't think it starts you over. It does. Okay, that's enough of that, then. Alright, well, took me a second to get back here, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna actually just get another one of those there, and then we're gonna go with a little bit of heat, and that's the only thing I'm gonna be able to do for energy. So yeah, we're gonna need some more neutral turrets. Well, hell then. I got some bad news for you. As soon as I get enough energy, I'm going to activate this thing as a neutral turret, but that's might be a little bit longer than you expect. Actually, I have not, killed any enemy just yet now, have I? I better make sure that I'm not going to die here. Throw on a little bit of that cheese spatzel. Should be totally cool. Yeah, there we go. Good, and one more for just the neutral to make sure. They really do not give you a whole lot of energy now, do they? Anyway. Hey, with two of these things, it should be totally fine. And then I'm going to throw, another fire on there, too. Make absolutely sure that I can continue to kill enemies very well. In addition to taking out their shield. One more, and that should be good for right now. We'll end up taking a lot of these dudes out. Hey, come on. Trying to activate some stuff here, if you don't mind. Barely. And get one more frost. Yeah, no, this should be totally fine. Turret defense is it's still very silly in the way that, yeah, that's just the thing they added into the game. And basically these just exist to make sure that that you can't just waltz on through, even though I don't know, I don't think it would make that much difference. Just as soon as I get 20 again, should be very easy to deal with this. And there, and actually he's kind of chugging the game a little bit, which is surprising. And we got 28 here. So let's just go one more fire, and then, yeah, this should be done. No, not even a problem at all. Didn't even have any of the enemies get through. Weren't you supposed to be unlocking that during this entire thing? No. If only I could keep some of those. Grubby cave. Well, nowhere else I can go here right now, so back to the city. And then it's just on to, oh boy, an awful lot of chests. I don't know how many of those 60 that I'm going to be able to get right now, but I'm betting it's probably going to be more than a few. Yep. Let's do that then. Oh, thanks. Great. All right. Then here comes the chests and a little bit of lore to finish out the episode. No chests, no lore, only quests. Specifically, I got 3 more of them to do before we get into the chests. And then, I don't know, I might save the lore for the next time. Only going to be doing one of those dungeons, so I think it'll be pretty easy to fit that in there. Alright, so first up is the quest for the Boosie Man, which I wasn't entirely sure if I could do this time, but over the course of getting the chest for the episode, I found out, nope, I can pretty easily get all the required items for that. All I gotta do is just explore around a bit, fight all these jack-o'-lanterns in the infested forest in one way or another. And these jack-o'-lanterns are no pushover. They're actually quite dangerous. Their jumping attack has some pretty hefty tracking on it, so you're almost guaranteed to be hit. But the thing that makes them most dangerous is that when they get low on health, they'll just lob themselves at you, exploding, and if you're even somewhat low on health, probably killing you, or at least killing one of your party members. Thankfully, I think they do tend to target one of your party members rather than Leia, so that's just good for me. Thankfully, the fact that they're weak to chill actually makes them a lot easier to deal with, because they're much slower and much easier to dodge because of that. Still want to watch out for the dive bomb attack. It's a real killer, even if they're slowed down. Oh, they also have the ability to shoot out like 3 fire projectiles. With the amount of ice that I've been throwing around lately, it was not too much of a threat, though. Well, though I did just get hit there by one of those. Whatever, it's fine. And they even make it a little bit more difficult by setting up 2 of the jack-o'-lanterns to be fighting, that was actually very close. And yep, there you go. Killed one of the party members. Yeah, really for the most part, having Tron and Emily here made this pretty trivial to do. And for the most part, if you have taken this quest already, you're probably going to be finding most of the jack-o'-lanterns. The one that I was missing was one that you needed to really search around for, which is why, it took until I was getting the chest to actually find. And yes, if you can break them, which I think is a charged shot after they finish doing their 3 jump attacks, it's very easy to take them down before they can even do anything, but that's kind of easier said than done. Yeah, this area here was tough to get to, because you had to do a whole jumping puzzle on the very northern part of the forest. Well, yep, I got them flames. Just carrying them in my pocket. Literally setting fire to my pants. Of course, I was thinking that we were going to be doing the second part of the quest, after you finish the dungeons. That's usually how it goes, but actually you're just running in here right now. And there it is. I guess he really was using them for decoration. Despite the fact that he is clearly extremely suspicious. I'm pretty sure that this was like an update added for Halloween or something. It has to be. Like, listen to that music and everything. Also, yeah, if it's difficult to see on your screen, it's difficult to see on my screen. This is post-commentary, so I did at least have one practice. Okay, fine, maybe it wasn't just for decoration. But oh, who could have seen that coming? Well, I didn't know you could reform those things so easily. Well, technology. Anyway, yeah, I did practice this once because there is a little bit of a maze portion in the second half of this. It's a very short area, but it does have some tricks up its sleeve. And not just the huge amount of pumpkins to be fighting. In a very large area like this, though, it's not too difficult, especially when they're already frozen, to take them out. And here's about the point in time that I realized I really should be using the level 3 of some of my skill arts more often. But not overusing them, certainly. Oh well, doesn't really matter. With these guys already slowed down and at such low health, they're not going to be too threatening. Okay, good. Well, yeah, is this mostly just a battle arena? No. Yep, when I saw that for the first time, I was just like, And now we got a little bit of a maze here, where if you go the wrong direction, that will happen continuously, sending you back to the same room over and over until you figure it out correctly. Like that. Which, I don't know if that's coming through here, but this, I mean, I do usually have games like pretty low volume when I'm recording, but oh boy, is it super loud, I feel like, when I was doing it. That sound effect. But yeah, that was not a mistake one. That sent me to the correct area here. Pretty much just a hop skip right to the end now. You are forced to see 2 of those little jump scares, but very close, but not quite enough to prevent Tron from taking too much damage. He just eating like a bunch of ice cream over there. Things you can't really see normally in the game. But I was like doing a little bit of this post-commentary stuff because you can see that. In fact, I probably am going to be doing a lot more post-commentary from the series just because, I don't know, when I was reviewing... Jeez. When I was reviewing some of the episode, I just felt like, commentary's been kind of lackluster, and I feel like I can do that better if I'm doing it post. We'll see. Oh, fancy meeting you here in this boss arena. I mean, reasonably so. I like the style. He literally is the Oogie Boogie Man. And yeah, much like in the movie, he is made of bugs. No, they were doing the reference thing, Emily. You know how it is. You've seen the rest of this game. You see the part where we went to Umbrella Inc. earlier? No, wait, I was doing that with Apollo. Whatever, close enough. Anyway, these are, I think they're flamesers? They're flintzers, but they're on fire. They're not super difficult to take care of, especially with the setup of attacks that I got going on right now, but that flamethrower in the middle of the arena does make it a little bit trickier. I am enjoying Emily's constant commentary here, though. Yeah, somehow we got through this entire area, seeing no bugs, and yet, for the last part here, it's basically just like the infected Digmo one more time. Fire style. I'm just mostly using the level 3 one over and over, and that really does take them out effectively. Just gotta watch out that I don't take a little bit too much of a fire bath there. Which I've been doing pretty good on so far. Not so much the party members, but we handled it fine. Apparently, according to the lore, the flamethrower is kind of like a brain rat type of ability, if I'm remembering my Dungeons & Dragons lore correctly. Basically, when you get a bunch of them together, they can do that. Sure. Happy to help. Look, I still get the experience from this. I don't care. And the Scare Crown, which I guess is supposed to be the Boozy Man's hat that he threw off when we started the fight. But, yeah, well, it's going to be replaced in about 5 seconds because I get another upgrade for the hat from Talada Lips. That's actually the 3rd quest. I have 75% of everything studied now in the game. Yeah, just one more new type of steak. Got this quest way early on, but was not able to do it for quite a while. And it is actually a pretty interesting type of steak. I think you get like something called X-Guard up, which I'm not even sure entirely what that stat is. I'm going to have to go like review the manual and figure out. Probably Perfect Guard increases your chance of perfect guarding stuff. That and the fact that it does just up the amount of damage you do. Might be worth using. Certainly been blowing through a lot of my buffs as of recently. Yeah, I didn't get to record the DM because it happened during time when I was just, you know, doing plant grinding, basically. Not that it was too interesting. It was really just, hey, I see that you've done 75% of stuff. Meet me in the quest hub in there. So, yeah. Okay, so, chests. Oh boy, oh boy. I said before, there's a lot of chests in here. I get roughly half of them. I think a little over half of them. And the other half is going to stay, I'm going to be saving for next time when I get the wave element, even though I'm not getting the wave element next time. It'll be the next time. I did manage to, yeah, I shouldn't have jumped off there immediately. I mean, if I knew that thing was going to be, it was there and was also timed, I would have, you know, made a little bit more of an effort to try to get to that, but it's fine, it's fine. But yes, I was saying here, I did mark off all of the suspicious wave points, I guess I'm just gonna call them. They are definitely something for, they're like green wavy dots. What else could they possibly be? Well, anyway, they're all marked off with question marks on the map, so I can easily return to them when necessary. And I also have a sneaking suspicion that I'm going to be getting the final key very soon. And by sneaking suspicion, you know what I mean. I prep up for each one of these episodes. Like I said, it's very likely that they're going to be done post-commentary from now on, just because, I don't know, I just feel like being able to stop and start kind of on command for commentary just means that I have a lot more brain juice ready to go. I hope people aren't too disappointed, but I'll do, if you are, let me know. Also, like, comment, and smash that like. No, I do that joke so much, I have to stop doing that. Anyway. Yeah, even like getting the plants in this area was actually surprisingly difficult. The Omega ones, I remember all the way back in like Autumn's Rise, you just found those things kind of littering all over the place. You just look slightly off screen. Here you actually had to do, oh yeah, there was Henry, by the way. I do actually want to save his quest for next time because I'm not going to be able to get to the probe right now. And I'm pretty sure I know where it is. So, fine. I mean, I did accidentally forget to talk to him in the first place, but this time it's an on-purpose accident. Yeah? No, you're not buying it? Fine. That's fair. I understand. Yeah, this one this chest here, I actually found out when I was hacking up the, God, what was it? Hour and a half of raw footage that I had getting all of these chests. Oh, that's what I'm talking about with these things getting much more difficult. But yeah, I noticed that there was a little area that I completely missed, so I went back and grabbed that chest. It was basically not difficult to find or anything, but I just saw like the gates and I'm like, I can't go there, and then I forgot about it until I had to do the extensive editing required for this part. Oh, this editing. Let me tell you, it's like this is maybe one of the most edited series outside of Persona. I kind of like combined Persona and Persona there. I don't know, whatever. That one will always be king of most editing, but you know, it kind of goes part and parcel with doing a whole lot of subtitling. Yeah, I did miss a whole lot of party chatter from Tron and Emily here, which is unfortunate because they had a lot of good stuff to say about like domesticating cats and the like. Nothing, of course, extremely important. That subtle cut there, because I spent maybe way too long trying to jump over there than I should have. Look, I got the chest now. You didn't have to watch all the terrible, terrible attempts. The other thing that you don't have to watch all the terrible, terrible attempts of is trying to get this little nodule over here. Which somehow, you know, God King of Gaming, by the way. But also, yeah, if you're trying to approach that from the top, the camera even pans down to show you the little nodule, but you cannot hit it from there. And I tried. I tried for like 10 minutes. I kept skipping ahead in the video, and I'm like, I cannot believe I'm still trying. Well, I mean, I knew I was still trying. I was there, but like, man, if only I knew. If only I knew. Well, anyway, a whole bunch of shortcuts opened up here, but nothing much to do. Well, I mean, you can jump up there. But I think there's also like more wave-only stuff. And one leap of faith. There you go. There's a couple of them in this area. Some of the more difficult things to get to, especially over in the infested part of the jungle, I remember, were very like innocuous things that you wouldn't think to jump on. And of course, I got to get every single one of those hives because the hives are surprisingly rare and often in pretty difficult to get to areas. So if you can shoot at those things, I would recommend it. Energy Espresso going to be very useful for the next area. Well, for the next dungeon. Yeah, I'm going to be tackling, well, it's the shock dungeon, but it has like all wave enemies. So yeah, you're going to want to get your wave defense up, and you're going to want to get your thinking hat on because there's a lot of puzzles. You don't have a thinking hat? By the way, nothing actually behind any one of these waterfalls. I am highly disappointed at this flagrant flaunting of video game law. That's a surprisingly difficult jump to make, by the way. Yeah, I guess you can walk underneath this waterfall. I don't consider that to be the same thing. No. You always check behind the throne. You always check behind the waterfall. And there's a lot of waterfalls here that I'm noticing there's nothing to check behind. I even jumped behind some of those. Oh well. Look, you know, you live and learn. Hang on the edge of tomorrow. And I guess CrossCode is a game that does pride itself on being different in a lot of ways from other stuff. I mean, just being an indie game with this much content alone, it still just blows me away how huge this is. And this is like halfway through the game and they're still going. There's still this much, there's still areas this large with this many chests. Like the chests are getting more, if anything. Thankfully, they still haven't brought back stuff like in the dungeons, having dungeon-specific quests and everything. And also, still no more add-ons. I'm kind of surprised at that because, like, you know, I got one of them to do the quest in the temple mine, and then nothing. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure out, maybe I should just bank shot this right here. It's so easy to do, and yet I was trying to do all these very complicated maneuvers to make it happen. No, it's that easy. And everything else. I didn't even notice a button on the ground there for a second. Man. Another one of the backer foodstuffs. A lot of the backer foodstuffs are kind of like weirdly out of place, I think. Well, not weirdly out of place. This is like... The conceit of the game is that it's a video game. But at the same time, it's like... They are noticeably not quite the same thing, aside from maybe the cheese spätzle. I think the cheese spätzle of the backer ones I've seen has been my favorite just because, yeah, you know, it's just cheese spätzle. Why not? I had to do quite a bit of a run back there to get back to that area. And I think that this next one that I'm going to, if I'm remembering correctly... Yeah, it's like I thought there was going to be more over here. It feels like a pretty big detour, and yet, no, not really. Just kind of what you see is what you get. There's like the most basic... treasure chest of the entire thing. I think I even just blew past that without comment. You'll find that one just over the course of going through the area. There's a lot of those chests in this game where, you know, some of them are easy to get, but most of them aren't. And this one I was actually a little bit confused for a second because there's so much stuff on the bottom there, including some like the rare omega plants as well as like jumpable areas that I was kind of wondering, it's like, what am I supposed to be walking on here for a second? Figured it out very quickly, but yeah. Get that honey. Gotta get that money, honey. Gotta get that disease. Welcome to the jungle. It's got lots of trees. I'm sorry. I mean, this is just the episode of terrible voices at this point in time. But I love referencing that song. This one, another puzzle that took me a little bit longer than I probably should have to do. For some reason, I thought that, you know, standing on this diamond here, like, it's very conspicuous. It seems like this is the place you should be standing. Like, you know, like it's a mark that says, stand here to do puzzle. But no, you just kind of go over here. Simple as that. And then, same thing here. I was trying to, like, go over on the peninsula to the right. No, you just bank shot it off there again. Yeah, but it's got, like, a little peninsula type of thing, and it looks like you should be standing on that. I don't know. Not the same thing, I suppose. And also some jumpable areas, which I did fall off of, embarrassingly. And another kind of difficult jump. The jumps are getting tougher. Still very much makeable, but I don't know. I guess I could have probably just jumped from that one that I was just jumping on, but I don't know. Yeah, by the way, there was a cut there because I fell off. Yeah, it happens. Slippery edges, as Jorn said. And I gave an attempt, like, looking around at this for a second, but clearly this is nothing until wave. There's so many of these things. All right, into the infested jungle. And first up here, just from the lookout, this is one that I was able to get to pretty easily in the video, but you know, it's... Yeah, I save all the collection stuff for the end, so keep some nice segmented off parts of the videos, easy to see, easy to kind of like look around. Yeah, the difficult thing here is figuring out exactly where to be werewolf stick. Immediately after getting that, I was just like, what is a werewolf stick? Is it like a Slim Jim or something made of werewolf? I don't know if I should be eating that. But no, it's just a popsicle that has a werewolf imprinted on it or something. You know, like as how you get jokes on some popsicle sticks, well, you get a werewolf on this one. You know, one of the things, that, you know, like the big hunks of meat that you get in Castlevania, that was clearly immediately after I fought one of the jack-o'-lanterns. One of the things you get in Castlevania, like one of the big hunks of meat is described as like a werewolf haunch. And I remember just like looking at that and being like, that's a little bit too close to cannibalism for me. But I mean, hey, whatever gets the Belmonts to fighting Dracul and saving the day from Dracul, who usually just kind of sits around drinking wine out of glass, but... Well, I don't know, maybe he's got bigger and better plans. I think if you look at something like Castlevania Bloodlines, he certainly jumped out. Yeah, that's a little bit difficult area to see. I had to notice that there was an exit from the map to figure out that I was supposed to go through there. That's why I thought that there was going to be maybe more stuff to be doing in the Infested Jungle a little bit later. Yeah, I spent way too much time on that upper area there, so I had to cut. Well, yeah, I do think that there's going to be a little bit more to this area because there's like a gigantic fence on the way north side, like the one that Katara cut through earlier. So I'm guessing that probably for a later quest, we're going to be seeing a little bit of that. I don't know where it leads or what that's supposed to be. It's just a slightly... Yeah, you can see it right there. But it's impassable for right now, this wire fence. Look, the video game logic still very much applies in this game. I'm not going to say it doesn't. Get all them virus roots. I did need quite a few of them for crafting up some more appropriate level supplies. And even then, I probably shouldn't have used too many of them, because I'm still expecting there to be that upgrade to the drill coming up soon. But I don't have a pass. Can't get a pass. Yet. If there even is such a thing as a pass. Genuinely, I don't know. Spicy Beto type. There's another one of the backer items that I'm just like, what is this? Apparently it's just like a glowing ball that you eat. It's got to be a reference to something. I certainly don't know. No actual chest that I can get over here. This is just more of a, hey, look at these shortcuts that I'm opening up. Yep, that's about it. And then here, another very easy to get chest if you're kind of following around Katara, but I'm still saving it. Durian heals 50% of health and gives you a 20% attack up. Another backer item, but that seems pretty good. Might end up using that at some point in time. Get yourself a buff. Get yourself a pretty hefty heal. Seems good. Nothing. Of course, there's also one other area over here that took me forever to figure out, but it's, in retrospect, it's very obvious. You can shoot through I thought you had to jump over there in some way, but no, you can just shoot through the wire fences here. Can't shoot through them elsewhere, but yeah. And then the last couple of these chests are actually pretty easy ones to get. There were ones that I basically purposely ignored going up to the Elder's house. And that'll wrap up Guy's Garden for now. Oh boy, there's still 30 more chests to be getting, so look forward to that.